Hello, it's Nikki. Today I want to talk about pricing and packaging. Now, for the last 20 years since I graduated drama school, my pricing and packaging of how I work and live has changed so much. And the slices of that income pie have looked and felt very different over the last 20 years. There's been months where I've solely done acting. There's been years when I didn't get an acting job at all and made no money from acting. There's been seasons when I've done lots and lots of speaking in a certain type of niche. There's been times when I was doing other jobs alongside my coaching qualification, like so many different things. What I want to invite you to do today is what maybe a pub owner might do or a restaurant owner may do at the beginning of the day. Now, this doesn't have to be something that you change daily. Do not put that pressure on yourself. Maybe it's for the next month or the next 3 months, 6 months ahead. But do this work in identifying it. I first and foremost want you to think about what is your capacity right now? What is going on for you in your life? Where are you needed? Because I know some coaches will be like, look, just set up a coaching program, get 20 people in, get them to pay you $1,000 each and like go. That's how you make your 20 grand. If all of those parts and moving pieces of that puzzle feel so overwhelming, there's going to be a different way for you. There's going to be a different way that you can do this. But you have to know what it is that you're offering. And you have to know what it is that you're offering alongside other things. So the first thing I want you to do today is write down all the different ways that people can book and pay you. Take some time right now. So I might look at my short-term coaching options, for example. So in that short-term coaching option, I have an Ask Me Anything, a strategy session, and work with me for a month. In my longer sessions, I have a 3-month or a 6-month program. I also then have some longer term programs and some workshops along the way. And that is the way that people can work with me in terms of coaching. And then I might look at my acting stuff, and already you might be thinking, wow, this is a bit overcomplicated, Nikki, but it's not. For me, it feels really good. I love working in this way. I might look at the ways that people can hire me as an actor. I then look at the 4 talks that people might book me for in terms of speaking, for example. Likewise with the writing, like what would people hire me to write an article about? Once you've got those services down, I want you then to write down what your current prices are. So what does that look like in terms of a pricing menu? I then want you to really identify who those offerings and those packages are actually for. Because sometimes what we might do is we might second guess who our client is, what they can afford, what they're ready for, what we think that they might like, without even having a conversation about it. And I know over time there has been a block for me that I thought very expensive, or I guess the higher end parts of my pricing menu would be the highest to sell. They'd be the highest to sell because who would pay that? You know, that's a lot of money for somebody to pay all at once. And so it would be much easier to sell something that was £5, for example. However, I have found this not to be the case. But I've only realized that by being in this process, by really mapping out who these people are. Because there are some people who buy my higher end things and it's almost like they turn up at my door, even though they don't, and they go, I'm here for 6 months. I brought everything. I've brought my favorite blanket. I've got all my clothes for all occasions. I brought my cat. I am ready to settle in. I am dedicating. It's almost like when people go and say, I'm going to go and live in Barcelona for 6 months. And they're like, I am very excited about this decision. I'm going all in. And if you say to them, you could just do it in the day, you could go and fly out from Gatwick, have a couple of hours there and come home. And people in that situation are like, that's not going to work for me. I want 6 months there. That would feel really great. Obviously, do your own terms and conditions of like whether you're allowed to stay there for 6 months. This is just purely for an example. But really identifying what people want from the experience, what solution they want, will give you an idea as to what their capacity is and what their desire is to buy. And I've certainly felt like this when a couple of years ago I signed up for a year-long program. And it was a huge investment for me at the time. I felt really scared. Let me just say scared. Scared about saying yes to that. On a kind of out of my comfort zone. I'd never spent that amount of money on something for me before. However, one thing that I learned very quickly was I got into the groove of it. I made that decision. I made the payments every month. Like I did what I set out to do. But also in that situation, I got to the point where a £5 product was that I just bought and I watched. It wasn't going to be what I needed in that solution. And so when I was working out whether or not I should do this year-long program, I focused on what the solution was going to be. And that's how I made the decision where I said, if I want that, it has to be this. This is the vehicle. This is the way that it's going to go, because I knew myself personally. I knew I needed accountability. I knew I needed a space where I could say to people, I don't know what I'm doing. Does anybody else know what I'm doing? Or I'm stuck, or I want to share my win today. And I wanted other people who I could be there for and they could be there for too. But I also wanted one-on-one support, because I wanted somebody to sit down with me side by side and say, right, let's look at this. Let's see what's going on. The temptation can be within our coaching services or any kind of service-based business. We get a bit woolly. We get a bit fluffy. We focus on whether something is an hour or two. And because we're trying to do the right thing. Like, do people pay for 2 hours? Yes, they do pay for 2 hours if they want 2 hours of your time, if they know that an hour is not going to be long enough. But would people pay for you like a whole day to spend with them? 5 hours? Would they pay for that? Absolutely. But would they rather do that in a day than a 3-month program? Absolutely. I've experienced so many different ways of doing this work, and the ultimate thing is there is no right or wrong way to do this. The only way is for you to tune in with how you want to run your business. What's your business model? And so imagining what your business model looks like right now, and maybe for the next few months, is you taking down that chalkboard and saying, okay, what are going to be the things that are my solid things that people can purchase? Are there going to be any specials? As in, are you going to have a launch next month? Are you going to bring a new addition to something? Are you going to offer 10 one-off, whatever? Being really clear about what it is that you're offering, you'll then be able to offer the right things to the right people. And those people will go, oh, this is exactly what I need. One final thing as well. Feel free to look at the different ways you're delivering stuff. There are some people who have purchased from me in the past who absolutely love online courses. They don't want to build a relationship with me. They don't want to become email friends. They don't want to engage in something. They simply, and like I've been in some situations, I just want to do the course while my baby sleeps next to me and I can just get on with it. Like, I'm not here for the community. I'm not here to make friends in the group. I don't want to be showing up on Facebook 3 times a day. I just want to do the thing. And then I also have clients who go, don't give me a digital course. I don't want any of it. Don't make me go through another course. I haven't got time. Don't make me fill out a PDF. I just want you. Let's do this. I want to be in WhatsApp with you every single day, because that's how they get results. So look at different ways that you can offer things too, because there's so much option out there. I know that everybody will say people are not buying, people are not doing things right now, but it's really not the case. People are still looking for the answers. You might just need to tweak your offering and the way that you deliver things to really be in support of that. I hope that has been useful. If you want to do more of this work, the pricing and packaging work, go over to nickyraby.com/themoney1. I have a 100 quid course right there, and it's going to be perfect for you. It takes you through all of this stuff in detail, really walks you step by step, really helps you to come up with excellent offerings that people are going to buy and love and recommend to your friends and their friends rather, and come back to you again and again. Or if you just want to dip your toe into more of this money chat, go to the Money Room on my freebies page. Or if you don't want to do any of the digital stuff and you want one-on-one, just come over, straight over, nickyraby.com/work with me. I'm going to send you lots of love. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that's been useful. Let me know what you're going to do, what you took away, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.